Alright everyone, so today I'm going to take you through a full collection tour of all my ball pythons. We're going to feed all of them and we're going to go through breeding plans for this year. Should be simple, straightforward, so of course Wilson's going to somehow mess it all up.
I've taken the liberty of arranging them by frequency response. Each ball python resonates at a different tone. Together, they form a derby choir.
We're just feeding rats, man. We have this beautiful fire yellow belly clown girl. This is a female produced by Mike Wilbanks. So being that this fire clown yellow belly has yellow belly, I'm considering taking my super asphalt male and breeding them together to produce some fire freeway head clowns. That would be really cool. So let's go ahead and move on. Speaking of the super asphalt male, here is our super asphalt male. So this is a super codom. This is what happens when you breed asphalt and asphalt together. You get these beautiful super asphalts. Love these. These guys are able to produce freeways and all that good stuff. Freeways are a mixture of yellow belly and asphalt. So this snake was produced by Garrick DeMeyer over at the Royal Constrictor Designs. And he has got some breeding to do this year for me.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the status of the ball python market currently, because things are very different from when I got back into it years ago. Like when I first had gotten back into it, albino pies were the hit thing, and people were blowing thousands and thousands of dollars on it. So let's go ahead and discuss this a little bit. Question is, what do you guys think of the ball python market? I'll tell you, the super asphalt I have, I paid $1,900 for that snake. Snake as a baby was $1,900. You know what it's sold for now? $400, I believe, from my last morph market check. Crazy.
Yeah, you know, Morgan, it dropped about as hard and fast as your cryptocurrency, my friend.
Cryptocurrency just going down, just burning, right? It's just like a crypto.
Here we have a pastel Batman. This is from Justin Kabilka. This is a male. Ooh, calm down. He can be a little spicy. And he's going to be going to a pastel clown female I have to produce some killer Batmans. Because why not produce some killer Batmans? That's kind of cool.
The pastel Batman from Kabilka was $1,200, I believe. Like, there was a lot of money spent on that ball python collection, the stuff I originally bought that I wasn't given, and it ain't worth even like half of what I spent, basically.
This is a pastel inchy yellow belly produced by Mike Wilbanks. This is one of my OG3 that I got to get me back into it all. And this girl will be going to our super asphalt male from Garrick DeMeyer to produce some, hopefully, pastel Mardi Gras, which would be basically freeway with pastel and inchy in it. So pastel, inchy, yellow belly asphalt. Very cool. Next up on my OG trio, guys, and going to the super asphalt as well, is our fire inchy yellow belly girl from Mike Wilbanks. These were the original 3 ball pythons that got me all back into it again. So fire inchy yellow belly, the last girl was pastel inchy yellow belly. You definitely see the fire in this girl. The last of my OG trios is this big pastel clown female that I've had since the beginning. She was my very first that I got in. And she has been getting paired to the pastel Batman from Justin Kabilka to hopefully produce some killer Batmans. But yeah, just another snake from Mike Wilbanks. I have quite a few from Mike Wilbanks that I originally got in my collection. I was gifted a ball python collection. You can check out that video up above.
What's your guys' take on it? I'll tell you this. The ball python market has been around for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. And morphs had gotten into a huge spike and everything was taken off and everyone wanted that new trading card, right? Everyone wanted to catch that rare morph, that rare genetic. Everyone wanted to breed that into their collection and things got a little out of hand. Yet morphs were producing and we were finding new genetics left and right, and we still do. And if you look at the heavy hitters like Bilka and all the other names to match him that are at that level, they're producing insane stuff right now. Stuff that, even though I'm like diversifying into my collection, as you can tell from my videos, as well as even having my venomous permit now, which will be its own video soon, things I believe will float where they're at. We'll see if it goes back up. It obviously found its current price, so we'll take it from there. It's a very interesting market. Ball pythons, they're everywhere. You go to a show, they're on every table, and there's a lot of people that get in it, that get out of it real quick, and there's a lot of people that get in it and then end up diversifying into other species. So I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys are doing. Do you still have your ball python collection? Are you planning on selling your ball python collection? Are you going to trade for newer genetics, or how are you treating it, right? Because at this point, I'm finding my ground with it. I've diversified my collection quite a bit, and I'm happy with where I've diversified it. But we definitely need to find how we're going to continue this market, where we're going to go, and if we're going to all do it. So drop it in the comments.
Here is a Freeway Girl that is from Mike Wilbanks as well. Just a Freeway. Asphalt and Yellow Belly. But you can see where they get their name with those checkered marks going down their backs. She almost has a white muzzle. You can see it. It's very white. Yeah, she's very cool. She'll probably go to the Super Asphalt, or I may hold her back and put her to something else. I'm still figuring out exactly what I'm going to do with this girl. Alright guys, this beautiful snake here is from Chimera. This is a pastel piebald 100% het clown. So I'll be able to produce some cool pastel pied clowns, some blade pastel pied clowns, because our male that we have is a visual blade clown pied. And while she's not a very high white, you can see that ringer right there. She's definitely pied. She's got some high white going up the sides a little bit, and that full ringer. Alright, speaking of our visual clown pied male, this is a blade clown pied produced by Nussman Reptiles that we're just getting up to size, hopefully for this season. Next up, we have this pied pastel 100% het TSK Xanthic male here, and he is going to be doing a whole bunch of production. This came from the collection that was gifted to me, not my personal collection. Part of my collection now. But yeah, he's going through shed, I can tell. So we're going to put him away. And here is his crusty female. That is needs to get soaked for sure because she's got stuck shed all over her. But this is another pastel pied 100% het TSK Xanthic girl. Keeping it going with Xanthic, this is a pastel TSK Xanthic visual female, and she's not very happy with me right now. She's one of my moody ones, so I'm going to put her away. This here is a Firefly het TSK Xanthic, 100% het TSK Xanthic. So pastel fire, 100% het TSK Xanthic. She is beautiful. Here we have an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Pastel 100% het pied female. Just hanging out. Might put my Super Asphalt to her and get some cool OD Pastel Pos het pied mixtures of freeways. That would definitely be cool. Here's my rainbow boa that's deep in shed. Gotta spray her down. Striking at here. There you go.
thank you guys for checking out the video. It means so much to me and Wilson. Right, Wilson?
Yeah, of course it matters when they subscribe.
Go ahead, hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Seriously, subscribe. We need it, and it helps a lot. Wilson was also, like, talking in his dreams, saying something about Morgan's taking a trip soon. So, maybe?